Good afternoon, judges. My name is Jocelyn. I am currently a freshman in high school. I'm from Hong Kong, and today I will be introducing my idea, Aspire.me, to you. So without further ado, let's move on to the problem. The problem I'm trying to address is that a lot of kids, studies have shown that parents should spend around 24 hours a week with their kids. That's around 1/7 of a week. And if you round it up, around 3 hours a day. You should spend at least 8 minutes of one-on-one time with your child. That means just maybe talking about their day. And that doesn't include, for example, chatting with them or talking about a school day. So unfortunately, Hong Kong is known for being one of the busiest cities in the world, and 1 in 5 Hong Kong parents spend way too little time with their children. This means that they chat with their kids less than once a week, and they may not even come home for dinner. From personal experience, many of my friends have actually called me maybe at 10 p.m. at night, and they're like, "I'm really bored. My parents still haven't come home. I'm just been up since like 9 p.m. and I haven't even gotten dinner," or they spend more time with their helpers than their parents. This means, and 1 out of 5 Hong Kong parents, that's almost 14% or 20% of the primary education levels in Hong Kong. So the problem is that parents spend way little time with their kids. This could lead to emotional problems such as disengagement, low self-confidence, and frustration. This could all lead to affecting their personal and academic growth, and that is obviously not ideal. Throughout the past year, we've been introduced to ChatGPT, and it's obvious that technological evolution is seriously affecting our society, and that, as you can see on the screen, educators and parents can no longer only share with us the multifaceted knowledges that is required to empower and to fully equip our future generation. It's obvious that a lot of since I'm a high schooler myself, I've seen that many middle school and high school students lack the access to mentorship and meaningful opportunities, such as internships or meeting new people. I am extremely fortunate that my school tries to give us as much of these opportunities as possible. We are often we use this program called Schoology, and we're often introduced with many different programs or different seminars that may be happening the following weekend. Apart from this, many students are not aware of the variety of careers that may be available to them, and they lack guidance and support needed to pursue their goals, such as mentioned before, because their parents do not spend enough time with them. So introducing my solution, Aspire. My solution is that to create a mentorship program and a portfolio to targeting kids of younger grades to older grades. So how does this work? Aspire is a social connection platform, and we aim to be a sort of a gateway to different students to see other their peers or their classmates and what they've done. This could enhance our, as I mentioned earlier, that the multifaceted knowledge. This could enhance and share. It means that it enhances the sharing and the connection that you have to other people. And furthermore, furthermore, being introduced to new programs that might help them with future endeavors. Aspire acts to connect like-minded people from an age range of around first grade to seniors in high school. And how do we do this? I introduce to you Inspire You. This is a mentorship program that acts from, for example, parents to high school kids for internships, high school kids to middle school or middle school or 5th graders, and middle school kids to lower primary or upper primary kids. The way this works is that maybe once a week, a student will meet with a younger or older student, and they will talk about things such as like how did your day go, maybe even homework. And this replaces the need for a tutor, or will not really replace, more like it also fulfills a need for a tutor, since that they've learned things that they're already going through right now, such as a second grader may be being mentored by a eighth grader, and the eighth grader obviously knows what the content or situations that the second grader may be going through, and they may help them with their homework. Or if they're going through such a maybe a bullying crisis, then they could always give them good advice and healthy options that they could work. So moving on to what is my value proposition? My value proposition is to aspire and learn. The word aspire comes from the word aspire, and we are creating a community to serve our future generations and to be well equipped with the knowledge that we need. Sorry for the repeat but yeah. So my business plan, is to target with schools, schools, educational institutes, and industry experts, professionals. And I'm once again very fortunate to be a part of YPO and the YNG community. The YNG community is once we turn 18, we are if we are children of the YPO community, we will be sort of upgraded to this group called YNG. From YNG, I'll be able to connect with a lot of different mentors and possible leaders for younger kids. And this will, another key partner would be NGOs, and this could include educational, career development, youth mentorship, PTOs, or diversity and inclusion nonprofits. All of these NGOs could work together and partner with me to create a more plausible and a better future for these kids.
Joss, we've overshot time, so 1 more minute, just quickly wrap up.
Sorry.
Okay? Yeah, no worries.
I'm not going to read all of these, but so I'll move on to my next slide. My target market, as I mentioned before, I'll be working with schools and students, but also academic counseling. All of these schools I will sell my product to these schools, and it'll be set up within the school community. I've written my map so that it's for the first 3 years of this business, I'll work with only exclusive within schools, and within these schools we'll have a monetization so that kids from under 13 will be required to have a parent account, and kids over 13 will have the option of having such until they've reached legal age. Apart from that, we can also work with students after this time period, and these students can upload their own academic achievements, and this could help with in the future if they wanted to do college or boarding school applications. These could all work well. So moving on to my prototype. Sorry for a bit of a messy layout, but my prototype is that as you can see, this is Chloe and this is June. So for example, Chloe and June don't go to the same school. However, they both, June is looking for a mentor, and Chloe may want to mentor others or provide her services. Chloe and June will then be partnered up by this questionnaire that may be provided, and they'll be paired up by a software system that we will design. For example, Josh, this is an example of a profile that one may set up in the site, and others may be through in their community will be able to look and connect with Josh. Yeah, thank you for listening, and this is Aspire.
Thank you, Joss. Very well done, executed, and we finally made it. So, judges, quick Q&A, and yeah, Ethan and Pawan already have their hands up. So please go ahead.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jocelyn. Really appreciated that. I think that the idea is phenomenal. I think there's a little more work that could go in behind it just first off. But just a couple of things that I'd love to know just off the bat is one, you mentioned your target market and that you'd sell it to business, to schools, counselors, that sort of thing. Can you give me a bit of a rundown about how your revenue model works, please?
My revenue model will work by premium subscriptions and sponsorships and partnerships. I'll sell the service to the school by a discussed price, and then furthermore, there will be webinars and seminars that will be held within the site Aspire, and with premium subscription, you will be able to attend these webinars for a free price because you've paid for the premium subscription already. And general public is also allowed to watch or attend such webinars, but paying like a small price to attend.
Fantastic. Thank you. And if I just may, oh my gosh, I completely forgot what I was going to ask. It's okay. Don't worry. It's gone out of my head. I apologize. You answered too well. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Thanks, Ethan. Jocelyn, first off, great work. I can see that you put a lot of work into this. So congratulations on doing that. I think the problem that you're trying to solve is also fantastic. So, I think we need to keep looking for solutions. Now, I have a couple of questions. One thing is, what is the incentive for older kids to kind of help younger kids? I mean, sure, it adds to your college application, but what's to maintain consistency? Because younger kids need a consistent mentor, right? Because if someone, let's say, I'm a grade 11 kid and I work with a grade 2 kid for like a couple of months, and then I'm like, you know what, school's too busy, I can't meet you anymore, bye. It also adds in multiple levels of rejection to a younger kid, which could kind of make them feel like, oh, maybe I'm not cool enough or I'm not good enough. So kind of, how do you ensure that consistency?
Thank you that was a really good question. I think that there will be a contract signed between, so obviously the child and the mentor will be connected through a parent. So the parent will be the one that maybe pays the mentor, and the parent and the mentor should discuss this beforehand, and they will sign a contract that binds the tutor to a commitment with the child. And I understand the motivation, because at some point maybe the tutor goes, oh, this kid's so annoying, I don't really like him anymore, I don't really want to tutor him anymore. So with our software, we'll have a good also, there'll be 2 trial sessions before, so to make sure that they're partnered up in a way that matches and their personality and everything matches up, so that there's an actual genuine love or connection between these two people. And if the child or the parent finds that, oh, I don't really like this mentor, it can switch to a different one. And yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your answer. And I have a quick follow-up question. Particularly, when you're working with really young kids, safety also becomes a big issue, right? Are these primarily going to be virtual sessions with this older kid, or are they meeting in person? Are you guys doing it by geography? And if so, I mean, your basic premise is that the parents don't have enough time. So how are the parents going to have enough time to know if this tutor is right, or they're doing the right job, or they're teaching my young kids the right things, right? Like, we all know high schoolers can sometimes troll and bully and, be inappropriate at times as well. So all these safety considerations, how are you going to manage that?
So because due to the how do I put this, the possible inappropriate content that could be put on. I've decided that I will be putting this online. This will be an online meetup, and in order to prevent such things like cyberbullying, maybe even like catfishing and predatorism, there could be the chat function will be with the call function will be within the site instead of on a public outside application such as Zoom, where there is no moderation of what could be going on. All sessions will be recorded, and sorry, I had something in my head and it just slipped my mind.
That's okay.
Oh, sorry. The kids will also get to write a rating, and I understand that children may be deemed to be too young to understand, but they also have that emotional connection, and they can write if they don't write, or if they don't like the mentor, or like you said earlier, if they don't fit with them, they could also write, oh yeah, maybe like all feedback will be only submitted to admin and not the actual mentor itself, and it will then be relayed to the mentor.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much, Jocelyn. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Nicole, any question? Until then, quickly, judges, Pawan and Ethan, you can just fill in your scores in the sheet. Nicole, please go ahead. Your question.
No, I'm good actually. My only question was the security one that Pavan already so that's good. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Joss.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Great
you.
journey. Stay connected, stay here. We'll again get back. So
you.
next,
Jocelyn,
up
I have
we-
one more. Sorry, just
Yes,
just
sorry.
before I send you back to the attendees, do you mind if I send you an email after this with some questions as well? I had a
Oh,
few
right,
more,
yeah.
and I think your idea is great. I would just love to be able to give you a little bit of feedback upon that as well. Would that be okay?
Thank you. Yes, of course.